Eviction moratoriums help keep many families in their homes during the pandemic. Those are now long gone. And new data says many Americans are paying a steep price. According to data from Princeton University, eviction rates in many U.S. cities have returned to or exceed pre-pandemic levels. For more on this, I want to bring in Owen Minott. He is a senior policy analyst for housing and infrastructure at the Bipartisan Policy Center. Owen, thank you for joining us. So how bad is it out there?
Yeah, thank you for having me. So the first thing to know is that there's no federal database to track evictions, so our understanding of eviction trends is imprecise. Federal data tracking of evictions would be very helpful to paint a clearer picture. But as you referenced, the Eviction Lab at Princeton is one of the best sources we have, and they look at up-to-date eviction trends in 30-some-odd cities. The bottom line is that data in recent months indicates that evictions are rising far above pandemic levels and likely meeting, if not exceeding, pre-pandemic levels across much of the country. The story here, as you referenced, is that during the pandemic, because so many people lost their jobs, the federal government took a series of steps to stave off an eviction crisis, and it worked. They instituted a moratorium on evictions, and Congress provided $46 billion in emergency rental assistance, as well as other COVID-related stimulus. This was highly effective at preventing evictions. Despite so many jobs lost, evictions during the pandemic were lower than pre-pandemic levels. What we're seeing now is that as those benefits faded, renters faced rising rents. Typical monthly rents increased by about 17% nationally in just a year, and it was a lot more than that in some areas. And that just makes it a lot harder for families to make payments and avoid eviction, especially as inflation raised prices for other household essentials. Due to a lack of data, though, and an uncertain housing market, it's hard to say for sure what the near future holds in terms of eviction trends. But what I can say is that there are far too many evictions nationally because we know that eviction is devastating for families. It's a driver of poverty that can force families into homelessness or multiple unwanted moves, and it can trigger a cycle of poverty that's difficult, if not impossible, to escape.
I find that very interesting. We talked a lot about the rents here in New York because, they're like, it's like bonkers.
Insane.
Yeah, but that's what happened. Like during the pandemic, landlords were offering all these great deals and everything. And then post-pandemic, they didn't just sort of resume where they left off. They made up for lost time, and suddenly the rents exploded, right?
Which it's hard to, it's so difficult, right? Because on one hand, I was just talking to somebody who was explaining to me that she is about to sell this apartment that she has. The current renters came in during the early wave of the pandemic, and she gave them a steep discount on the rent. Now she's saying to them, I'm going to bring it back up to pre-pandemic levels and even higher to make up for the lost time, as Anne-Marie pointed out. And the people are like, well, we're moving. And, it sucks. It sucks for the landlord, and it stinks for the people who are renting.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about the landlords, but I do want to ask you about just something else that the data is sort of suggesting, which I suppose should not be shocking, is that minorities are being impacted the most. And you pointed out how an eviction can lead to sort of a spiral downward. We talk on a regular basis about how many job openings are still out there, how, bosses can't find people to fill these positions. Why is the data indicating that minorities are impacted the most by this?
Well, communities of color are going to face greater threats of evictions because they tend to have less intergenerational wealth to hold them through periods of financial instability. Because rents are so high, for a lot of families, those margins are just really small. So a single event like the death of a family member, a major medical crisis, or the loss of income, that's just enough to put you at the risk of eviction. And if you don't have, because rents are so high, it's really hard to save. And if you don't have savings, that's really going to make you more at risk for evictions. And again, families of color just have less intergenerational wealth, so that makes them more vulnerable.
So listen, Owen, a lot of people are going to say, oh, but there were all these programs in place. People got money. They didn't have to pay their rent for almost like a whole year, a year and a half. All those programs didn't work out exactly as they were sold.
Well, it took a really long time to scale up these programs. There was $46 billion in emergency rental assistance, and getting all that money out the door and scaling up entirely new programs was a really huge challenge. It was a major effort by the federal government, and it took a long time to, figure out verification requirements and build up staffing capacity. The thing is, though, it eventually worked, and eventually they got money out the door, and it really was helpful at supporting families. And now that benefit is going to go away. So we really need to, think about the future of emergency rental assistance, because it can be really helpful at staving off evictions, and could be, we have this opportunity. We've built up the infrastructure of all these programs, and it could be a waste to just let all of that go away. It could be a really great opportunity to create a permanent standing eviction prevention program that involves emergency rental assistance.
Owen Minott, thank you very much.